about that time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for another episode of the Foolish Show podcast. Tonight, we're going to really get into it. We're going to get in deep tonight. Still going to have fun, smile, all good vibes. But we're going to get in deep tonight. So let me set everything up. Make sure we live streaming everywhere. And we're going to get this party started. Remember, we live streaming right now on Kirk, Facebook, and YouTube. Don't be afraid to leave your comments. Interact with the show. Express yourself. Just always try to stay positive. We don't entertain no negativity on the Foolish Show. Because everybody entitled to have an opinion. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. The freedom of speech. How free is your speech? If you ask me, it comes with a cost. So we're going to get into a lot of things tonight. We're going to get into the God bless his soul, Charlie Kirk. We're going to get into a lot of stuff tonight because I'm not afraid to talk about anything. But most important, we're going to always talk about God. Everything always leads back to the higher power up above. But tonight's topic, how free is your speech? Or does it really come with a cost? Is it free? Or do it come with a cost? So let me set everything up. Y'all make sure y'all check in, man. The live chat is always wide open. As long as we live screaming online. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Reality Music Entertainment. Keep up with all the content. Support the movement. So let's get everything going. We're going to get this party started. Because we're going to have a powerful, deep podcast tonight. Because we're going to talk about how free is your speech. We know the First Amendment tell you got the freedom of speech. You know, people always say, it's my mouth, I can say what I want, which is true. If you ain't got no duct tape on it, if ain't nothing wrong with your mouth or your lips, you can say what you want. But that don't mean it don't come with a cost. That don't mean it don't come with a price. But we're going to get deep into it in a minute. Let me just set everything up. Make sure y'all support the movement, man. Hit that thumbs up button. The live chat is wide open. This is the Foolish Show podcast. We getting in deep tonight. Tonight, we talking about how free is your speech? Or does it come with a cost? You know, you can say what you want, but everything has a consequence. How many times you heard people have got killed for something that came out of their mouth? Somebody just lost their temper and snapped and killed. So even the words that come out of your mouth can cost you your life. But even the Bible says every word that come out of your mouth should be justified, which means you got to explain it. You got to explain everything when you die to God. Everything you done said. We're going to get into that. VBBA says, how free is your speech? You got to watch the things that you say. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it could cost you your life. How many times you heard somebody got mad because somebody said this and took it too far and killed them? J and J says, ho, hey. I guess that's what you're trying to say is, hey. How many situations you know that people have died and lost their life because of this? Because somebody said something that they didn't like. The world just watched the man Charlie Kirk get killed and shot in front of a lot of people. In front of a lot of people. All because they didn't like some of the things he had to say. We have to understand, just because you don't agree with somebody, it still don't give you the right to hurt them. You cannot let words get you that upset. Who cares what somebody really says? If you don't like what somebody's talking about, don't listen to it. If they got a platform or a channel and you don't like what, stop watching it. Skip says, "What's up, bro? How's it going?" I'm blessed, Skip. Like, I don't understand it. Why you let somebody else get you that riled up because of something that came out of their mouth? If they're trying to cause physical harm to you, that's another thing. If they're trying to hurt you or your family in a physical way, that's another thing. You have the right to defend yourself. But to get mad with words, you're taking it too far. Skip says, "Good message, my man." Well, we're going to get in deep tonight. Y'all better check in, because we're going to have a good, powerful podcast tonight. If you like soul food, I'm going to feed your soul tonight. But I hope y'all listen. Tonight's topic: how free is your speech? We know you got the First Amendment that gives you the right to have freedom of speech. You can say what you want, right? But sometimes your words will get you in trouble. If you at the job and every day you come in there and cuss, every day you come and cuss your boss out, your manager, whatever you want to call them, your supervisor. That's what we're going to call you. We're going to call them supervisors. If you cuss your supervisor out every day, what y'all think going to happen? What's the chance you still having a job? But remember, the First Amendment, we can say what we want, right? Stash Stewart, I see you checking in. So this is why I'm telling you right now. Yes, you have the freedom of speech, but your mouth, as the old folks say, can be your ruin. Your mouth can get you to an early grave. You could be riding on the road and have road rage and roll down your window and cut somebody out, all hanging out the window, and they pull out a gun and shoot you dead. You see how the freedom of speech, it comes with a cost. Even the Bible tells you every word out of your mouth got to be justified. That means you got to explain yourself. You got to justify you doing this and saying this. Y'all stay with me now. But rest in peace to Charlie Kirk and anybody else that died over senseless violence, all because of freedom of speech, all because you don't agree with somebody got to say. Skip says, negative cost. Yes, sir. Like, make it make sense. Why do you let somebody get you that riled up that you want to kill them because of words that came out of their mouth? If they try to hurt you, that's one thing. If they try to harm your kids, your mama, your family, your loved ones, your best friend, and you try to protect them, that's another thing. You got to defend yourself. But why let people get you that riled up over words? Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. A lot of us, you don't have to agree with everything the man said. But I never condone somebody losing their life. You're taking it too far. It's only words. Why are you listening to it then? Ignore it. Tune it out. Don't pay it no attention. You got to be a weak-minded person to let words really get to you. That's why they tell you to have tough skin. Anybody can say anything about Foolish and the Foolish Show podcast and my music and anything else, and I'm not going to get that mad and say I'm coming to kill you. You will never push me that far. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? Yes, we have the freedom of speech, but you better watch what you say. You could be walking and you bump into a person and you get slick out the mouth with them and you cuss them out. They reach in their back pocket and stab you in the chest and stab you in the heart and you bleed to death. Now you dead for words. So yes, you have the freedom of speech, but you better watch what you say. That goes for everybody. I don't care if you're a singer, rapper, whoever. If y'all think about it, a lot of entertainers and a lot of the young rappers are dead and gone. Go listen to the words that was coming out of their mouth. This is what I'm telling y'all. You gotta watch what you say. Because if you put out negative energy, if you put out killing and death, you're going to bring it to your own front door. So I told you we're going to get into it tonight. We're going to cook. I'm just putting the apron on. We didn't even turn the stove on yet. We're going to cook tonight. How free is your speech? First Amendment, freedom of speech. You got the right to say what you want. But it all comes with a price. It ain't free. We don't just went over a whole bunch of examples why your speech ain't free. Because your speech can cost you your life. If you get pulled over by the police and you get the wrong one that's agitated or quick to jump the gun and you pop off at the mouth, what you think they're going to do? They're going to find a reason to take you to jail. Your mouth is going to get you in the jail cell. But remember, we have freedom of speech. It's free to how much is it free though? How much is our speech free? Because if you ask me, it all comes with a cost. Even in this day and age, where everybody's living through what? Social media. You better watch what you say. I want y'all to think about all the people. Think about all the people that got famous on the internet or was splashing out on the internet and is not here no more. When you saw them, there was F this, F that, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I die. On God, on my mama and all that. That ain't here no more. You better watch what you say out your mouth. The Bible tells us you reap what you sow. If you speak that negative stuff, all you're going to do is bring it back to your own front door. I want y'all to stay with me tonight. But nobody deserves to die just for words that come out of their mouth. I don't care if you like it or not. It's words. You got to be weak-minded to let words get to you like that. But it's no surprise. Remember, they did Jesus like that. You remember when they brought him in and put him in front of all the people? They might have not killed him if he was like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't the son of God. Man, I was playing crazy. I was just pretending. That ain't me. When they asked him, are you the son of God? All he had to do was be like, hey, man, I don't know, man. Nah, that ain't me. And they might have not killed him. But everybody has a purpose. Jesus knew his purpose and why he was here. He knew his mission. And he stood firm on that mission. But all he had to do was deny it. Maybe they wouldn't have decided to kill him. If he'd have said, "Nah, I ain't the son of God. I don't know what you're talking about. They lying on me." They might have let him live. But see, if you're going to be convicted of your words, make sure it's in a positive way. Jesus wasn't going to lie to them people and say, "No, I'm not the son of God," knowing that he is. So when you stand on your words, make sure it's in a good way. You can stand behind what you say. Just make sure it's making sense. And it's helping somebody. And sometimes people need tough love. So some of the words they ain't going to agree with or how you say it. But this world got to stop being so sensitive. Everybody got the right to say what they want to say. And if they ain't doing right, if they popping off at the mouth, it ain't for us to take care of. You sit back and you let God handle it. So if somebody spewing hate at you, cussing you out, call you all type of names, if we give them that same energy back, we ain't no different. We're the same type of person. Why do you think the Bible tells you to pray for your enemies and the ones that hate you? It tell you not to hurt them, not to condone them. Stuffy world, I see you. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? We going deep tonight because we talking about how free is your speech. Because a lot of things that we say out of our mouth can get us in a lot of trouble. How many famous people lose all their riches because something that them came out their mouth, somebody don't record them saying the wrong thing? So how free is our speech? The moral of the story is you still better watch what you say. Even though we got the freedom of speech, you better watch what you say. Not just for earth and human beings, even for when you die. And we're going to get into that in a minute. Because one thing you can't hide from is the word. And the word of God, you can find it where? In the Bible. That's something you can't run away from. You can't deny. You can try to argue with it, pick holes in it. Truth will set you free. We got to be careful of the things we say out of our mouth, because even words can lead to an early grave. Words can lead you losing your job. Words can make somebody want to fight you. Words can spread a lot of negativity with words. Even though we have the freedom of speech, it still has a cost. It ain't free. It might have freedom on it, but it ain't free. It still comes with a cost because you can pay the ultimate cost and lose your life. If you mess around at the wrong place and you say the wrong thing to the wrong person, they might just pop off, pull out a gun, kill you. Now you dead because of you was doing this. But we have to respect each other's opinion. Because somebody got something to say that you don't like it, they don't give you the right to hurt them or kill them. That don't make no sense. If that's the case, we'll all be dead. If somebody ain't agree with everything you had to say and you got killed, then a lot of us won't be here today. Pretty sure a lot of people don't agree with me on everything. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't agree with you on everything. So what if everybody had to die and be killed because somebody didn't agree with what you had to say? You tell me if that makes sense to you or not. Think about it. It's okay to disagree. That don't mean nobody got to lose their life. Are y'all with me? If y'all just tuning in, we live streaming on Kick, Facebook, and YouTube. Tonight's topic, how free is our speech? If you ask me, it comes with a cost. And some people pay the ultimate cost with their life. By saying the wrong things, you can get on the internet and start talking about the wrong people. And they can put money on your head and have somebody kill you. Now you could be like, oh, it's just the internet. He's just having fun. He's just talking. How many times we don't seen the internet stuff spill over to real life? All them people getting in arguments and rappers arguing and cussing each other out on the internet and end up seeing each other in real life and shooting at each other. Words stir up the pot. Are y'all listening to what I'm telling you? We have to be careful of the words that we say. When you say it, how you say it. I know they tell you that, man, you can say what you want, man. It's freedom of speech. This is America. It still comes with a cost. If you say the wrong thing in the wrong place, it'll cost. How free is our speech? When if somebody don't agree with you, they can just try to kill you. I don't like what you said. Now I'm going to shoot you dead. That don't make sense. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. Isaac says, yo, you can rap to my beat. How free is your speech when you can get killed because people don't agree with something that you have to say out of your mouth? Your life can get taken because somebody ain't agree with what you said. How free is that? How free is our speech when you can die for the things that you say? I want y'all to think about that. We're living in a whole new era now. Life is getting serious. Y'all hit that thumbs up button if you're watching right now on YouTube. The live chat is always open. Feel free to always leave your comments, folks. Never be afraid to express yourself. Just keep it positive. Good vibes only on the Foolish Show podcast. But if you're just tuning in, tonight's topic, how free is your speech? If you ask me, it comes with a cost. And you can pay the ultimate cost with your life. You could be at the wrong place and say the wrong thing and piss the wrong person off. And they could go try to get a gun or whatever and take your life. So how free is that? How free is our speech? You better watch what you say. How many rappers dead and gone was beefing on wax, beefing in rhymes with their words, but then lost their life? The Bible tells you the power of the tongue. Watch what comes out of your mouth. You got to be careful. People chasing clout, and now they're getting on the internet and saying any and everything. The internet got everybody looking crazy, not standing on no morals, no principles, no values, like they weren't raised right. Because all they hype up is negativity. When somebody's beefing with somebody, when they cussing each other out, going back and forth, everybody, ooh, you see what such and such said? You see what Cardi B said about Offset? Did you see this? Did you see that? Did you see Young Thug? They always gas negative stuff. Ain't nobody talking about let's all get to God and get right with God and get ready before we die and go to the judgment day to the other side, to the other life. Nobody ain't talking about that. We just want to sit around and gossip while you on the clock and you don't know when God coming to get you. You got a lot of people that use their mouth just for negativity. And what are you going to accomplish? Except you're going to say the wrong thing out your mouth and it's going to come back to bite you. Sooner or later, it will come back to bite you because the Bible tells you you will reap what you sow, which means what goes around comes around. It's like a boomerang. You throw it out there, it's going to come right back. So if you're going to push stuff, always push love and positivity because you want that to come back. You keep pushing all that devilish, evil stuff, evil going to come right to your front door. This is why it's very important. You still got to watch what you say out your mouth. I don't care what amendment they gave us. I don't care how free they tell you your speech is. Saying the wrong thing out of your mouth can cost you your life. You can piss the wrong person off and they will kill you. So how free is your speech? If you can die just for something that comes out of your lips. Not that you did something to somebody. Not that you punched them. Not that you tried to hurt them. Not that you broke into their house. You could be dead just for something that came out of your lips. If you think I'm lying, look at all the rappers. How many rappers gone just from arguing on wax? Arguing over rhymes, riddles, dying, losing their life. Are y'all listening to me? How free is your speech? It comes with a cost. You can pay the ultimate cost and lose your life, or your mouth can send you to prison. Your mouth can get you locked up. I'm telling you what my grandma and my mom and them used to always tell us growing up. Boy, your mouth will be your ruin. Which means your mouth will be your downfall. They kept drilling that in our head when we grew up. That's why I'm telling y'all, how free is your speech? How free is it? When you can lose your life for something that you said. Not something that you did, but something that you said. The man, Charlie Kirk, he was going everywhere debating people, letting everybody speak their piece, saying a lot of things that people didn't like. He was a white man, but I don't care what color the man was. I would never condone anybody losing their life for words. Now, if he was killing people, raping babies, hey, for words, no. If that's the case, we all should be dead. Everybody done said things that somebody ain't agree with. You and your homegirl done said this and said that, and your homegirl told you, girl, I don't know what you talking about. I don't agree with that. So that means she should kill you? If my homeboys don't agree with everything I say, should I kill him? Like, make it make sense. That's why I'm asking y'all tonight, how free is your speech? They say you got the freedom of speech. How free is it? Because your speech comes with a cost, and you can pay the ultimate cost and lose your life. How free is that? You still got to watch what you say. Even the Bible tell you that. If y'all just tuning in, we live streaming right now on Kick, Facebook, and YouTube. This is the only podcast that feeds your mind, body, and soul. I don't come on here trying to get your money. I don't come on here trying to talk about gossip. What's in the blogs? What's in the shade room? We here to talk about real life. Because time is ticking. And we don't know when we're going to lose our life. So we got way more important things to worry about than this he say, she say stuff. It's a way bigger battle you have to fight and trying to save our soul than worry about gossip. Hope y'all listening to me. I hope I'm coming through loud and clear tonight. We have to understand. You can say what you want, but you better watch what you say. Do y'all hear me? Because you still can pay the ultimate price and lose your life. I don't condone nobody losing their life over words. You don't kill nobody just for something they said. What kind of weak-minded, evil person are you to take somebody's life because you ain't agree with something that came out of their mouth? How many times people probably ain't disagree with the stuff that you said? Does that justify somebody killing you? We got to stop being so weak-minded as a society. This is crazy. Everybody should be able to express themselves because it ain't nothing but an opinion. That's somebody's opinion. You don't agree with it, don't agree with it. Don't entertain it. Don't listen to it. Don't allow don't allow it to come into your life if you know you don't agree with it. Why give it any of your energy? Why you let something make you that mad that you want to kill that person because they said words? Listen, somebody can say something about my mother, my family, me. I still ain't coming to kill you. Now, if you try to harm them, that's another story. But you can say whatever. Because you know what they used to tell me? The old folks used to tell me, hey, people can say what they want. They can call you whatever. But it's what you answer to. If I call you a B and you keep ignoring me, whenever I say, hey, B, and you turn around. So people can say whatever they want. You give it that gasoline tonight to entertain. Do you understand what I'm telling you? But we're going to get into it because I told y'all, we cooking tonight. If you want something that you can really apply to your life, tune in right now to this podcast. Don't go nowhere. This is going to touch your life. I'm going to show you how the Bible even tell you about the power of the tongue. Watching what come out of your mouth. So let's get into it right quick. I like to listen to Pastor Jennings because he give it to you straight. I don't want nobody to sugarcoat nothing for me. Give it to me straight. Hold on.
Justified. What's the gentleman name that played as the Black Panther?
Y'all better listen.
Chadwick Boseman. Mr. Boseman that passed away? Passed away. One of his last movies. Based upon a true story of an old blues singer. Yeah. For a certain excerpt.
Listen.
They gave him about 5 minutes of relentless blasphemy. My Lord, my Lord. He called Jesus MFSOP. He said, God is of this, God is of that, mother, so just without interruption.
Y'all hear that? Let me pause it for a second. He talked about the actor that passed away, Chadwick Boseman. In one of his movies, he was playing one of them old entertainers. In the scene, he was cussing out God, blasphemy. But in real life, he had cancer. So you blaspheming God while there's cancer eating up your body. You letting this stuff come out of your mouth. This is what he's saying. This is what he's trying to tell y'all. We get so high on ourselves that we let any and everything come out of our mouth. You think your status and your money gonna stop you from God. God gonna get you either way it go. You better listen. I told you, we going in deep tonight. You better listen.
Did this while cancer was eating his body.
Listen.
Lord, my Lord. You get mad at me much as you want. Go ahead, brother. You have a God that you must meet. That's right. You have a God you must meet.
Oh, let me stop it. Let me stop it right there. Y'all hear that? You doing all this crazy stuff and let all this stuff come out of your mouth. Did you just hear what he just said? At the end of the day, you're going to leave here and you're going to go meet the master. You can act crazy. You can cuss and fuss every day that you're breathing. But you're going to have to answer to the Lord. This is another reason why I'm telling you, we still got to watch what we say. Even though you got the freedom of speech, it still comes with a cost. The ultimate cost is judgment day. You don't want God to condemn you for the stuff that don't came out of your mouth. I know I don't. I be trying to work on it. I know it's hard because ain't nobody perfect. But we gotta watch what comes out of our mouth. Y'all keep listening. This is powerful. This is stuff we need. Why they sit up there feeding all this jump down your timeline? Talk about what rapper don't like this rapper snitch, this, that, blah, 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 blah. This is what you need to be talking about.
Well, we just acting is not for real. Not in Jesus' eyes.
Hold on.
That's where you make your mistake.
You hear that?
It's just a script. Not in God's eyes.
Yeah.
Jesus said, by thy word.
Thou shalt be justified.
Thou shalt be justified.
And by thy word.
By your word.
Thou shalt be condemned.
You're going to go.
Oh! Hold on. I got to take a nigga drink of water. You heard that? Did I tell you I'm going to show you even what the Bible tell you? You better watch what you say. You heard what that scripture just said? By that word should be justified, and by that word shall be condemned, which means God will condemn you and punish you for the stuff that came out of your mouth. See, I told you I'm cooking now. I told y'all. Not only are we going to be judged for what we do, but every crazy stuff that we let come out of our mouth, you're going to have to justify to that. Listen. I got to go back a little bit. I just want to hit it. I want to hit it one more time. Because I think we think it's a joke.
Off of that fake tongue.
We think it's a joke.
blasphemy.
My Lord, my Lord.
He called Jesus MFSOP. He said, God is of this, God is of that, mother. So just without interruption, did this while his cancer was eating his body.
My Lord, my Lord.
Y'all keep listening. If you want something to touch your soul, keep listening to this podcast. You hear this? Do y'all hear that?
You must meet.
All of us.
Well, we just acting is not for real. Not in Jesus' eyes.
No, no.
You hear this?
That's where you make your mistake. That's right. It's just
See, he's talking to them actors. Even if you play a role acting like you hate God and cussing God out, you can't go up there when you die and say, God, I was just playing. I was just trying to get that piece of paper money. Don't work like that. The Bible says every word that come out of our mouth, we got to justify it to God. Are y'all listening to what I'm telling you? So it ain't just with human beings, you got to watch what you say because they can kill you. But you're still going to be judged by what you say when you go to Judgment Day. Listen.
God eyes.
You better listen.
Jesus said, by thy word
Thou shalt be justified.
thou shalt be justified.
And by thy word
By your word
thou shalt be condemned.
you will be held by what you said, or you will be saved by what you said.
You hear that? You can be condemned. Your words can save you, or it can be your demise. Better listen.
And no good things that play with the name of the Lord Jesus, and you preachers are scared to say anything because you feel honored for these fakers coming in your church.
That's right.
See, he's talking about when them celebrities come in churches and they bow down to him and praise him and put him on this pedestal. Your money don't make you great. Your money don't make you nobody special. Especially if you ain't living right with God. All that don't mean nothing. You can have $1 trillion. You can have 100 million cars. You can have 100 houses. What they gonna do when we on our deathbed? How that's gonna help you? You can't bribe God. You can't say, God, let me tap my card. Let me wire you some money if you let me in your gates. Don't work like that. You're going to be judged for what came out of your mouth, your actions, and your heart. We can't hide that from God because he knows everything. So what you going to hide? It ain't no skeletons going to be in our closet. Y'all been listening.
Tyler gave Jake that $1 million. Jake's like something that came out of a carnival.
Yes, it did.
Tyler went off in that fake tongue. Oh, son of a stop, tell him up. Then laid his hands on the devil. And Jake stood there on television. Then after he did
He's
that,
keeping it real.
he went into another thing.
He's just giving you examples. He's talking about Tyler Perry donated $1 million to TD Jakes' church and he went crazy and did all this stuff here. Going to show you that how did people let money dictate their heart. Y'all better understand this. Don't sell your soul for nothing. No, there's no price you can put on your soul. But when you sell your soul and can't get it back, and we dead and gone, it ain't gonna be no good ending. If you think about it. Now, you ain't gotta believe. There's a lot of non-believers in the world. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in no Jesus. Okay. That's the biggest sin. Not believing in God and blasphemy. The Bible tells you that's one of the biggest sins. Even though all sins are the same. But that one, God really take offense to. Because he like, you gonna say I ain't who I am? You don't believe I am what I am. You don't believe that I made you and everything else. You got a lot of nerve. That's how God looking at you. So I don't care what status you get on this earth, don't get so big and let certain things come out of your mouth. Well, I don't care, but man, ain't no God. I did this. God ain't do this. You a lie. If it wasn't for God, you wouldn't be allowed to do nothing. So you a liar. You know when people say they self-made? No, you God-made. Ain't none of us self-made. We were made by God. You a lie. Talking about you made everything by yourself. It was by the grace of God that you got where you at. He had mercy on your soul because you could have been dead in the grave. You ain't had to be here. You ain't had to be where you at right now. So don't give yourself that much credit. It's by the grace of God we get wherever we get in life. Y'all listen up.
The devil kept uppercutting.
That's right.
Y'all listen.
Out when all they listen to is the foul music in the house.
That's right.
Listen.
F God, F Jesus, F church, F the Bible. Who can dance to such?
That's right.
So you're talking about the parents that listen to all that rap music with all that cussing, and your child be right there. Then when they go in the other room and say F boy, a nigga this, a mother that, I'm gonna beat your ass. You want to beat their ass, but you sit up there playing it right in front of them. They hear it, they repeat what they hear, but you want to beat their behind. That's what he's talking about right now.
F the church, F God, F the Bible. I fell in love with Satan. I want to have sex with him today.
My Lord, my
he
Lord.
knocked me up and I got a baby by him. So we both can go out and play.
He ain't lying. Man, them people say some of the craziest things, man. I done heard a rapper say, when I get to hell, Lord knows I'm going to fry. I would never let them words come out of my mouth. I would never claim hell. I don't care how I fly or good you think it sounds. Sorry. So we're getting too full of ourselves. We better remember that you ain't nothing but a human being. You have no power. The Bible says when we die, our body will return to the earth in dust. So basically, we just dust that God don't perform miracles on. He gave you a soul. But the moral of the story tonight, you better watch what come out of your mouth. Even the Bible tells you that God will condemn you for the things that you done said out of your mouth on this earth. Not only you will have human beings will try to kill you and crucify you for the stuff out of your mouth, but you still got to go to Judgment Day and answer and justify all the things that came out of your mouth. See, a lot of people don't want to hear all this, but we got to listen to the truth. When it's all said and done, I'm going to put it to you like this. And this is when we got to look in the mirror and you better ask yourself, do you want to go to heaven or do you want to burn in hell? When you get down to the nitty gritty, that's what it is. I respected the man, Charlie Kirk, how much religion and how firm in his faith he was with God. I respect it. You don't have to agree with all the other stuff. But if you got God in your heart, I can respect that. That's what it's all about. That's what's the most important thing. It ain't about know how many views you get. It ain't about you going viral. It ain't about you trending. It's about what kind of relationship do we have with the man upstairs. Because he's the one that got the power to send us to heaven or hell or not. A human being can't send you to heaven or hell. They can kill you, but they don't dictate and determine where your soul gonna go. Your life will dictate that. The stuff that came out of your mouth will dictate that. That's why I said tonight, how free is our speech? How free is it? When somebody will try to kill you just because they don't agree with certain things that came out your mouth. Now that you tried to hurt them, Not that you put your hands on them because of words they don't agree with. I just can't comprehend that part. It doesn't make sense to me, folks. I don't get it. You allow somebody to get you that upset over words to the point where you want to take their life. No matter what color they is. I don't care if you was black, Chinese, white, Indian. Nobody deserves their life taken for words that's being spoken. They killed Martin Luther King because he was preaching and peacing and pushing peace. He went out there killing people. He went out there saying, hey, everybody, kill the white people. Hey, everybody, kill this people. He was saying, let's all get together like God wanted us to and live in harmony. And they killed him. They didn't like that message. If a person don't like your message, they try to take your life. So how free is our speech? How free is our speech when you can lose your life over something you said? You said something that rubbed somebody the wrong way and they shoot and kill you. How free is our speech? Freedom of speech. But it comes with a cost. It comes with a price. You can pay the ultimate price by losing your life for saying the wrong things out of your mouth. And you can end up going to hell because of things that came out of your mouth. If you don't believe in God, I don't know what to tell you. You better dig deep in your soul. Dig deep within your soul and get your mind right. That's one of the worst sins you can do is not believe. But tonight's message, how free is our speech? Our speech is not free because it comes with a cost. If you say the wrong thing, somebody will kill you. If you say the wrong thing at work, they will fire you. If you say the wrong thing to your friends or your family, they'll stop talking to you. So that shows you how much of a power it is in the tongue. And most importantly, the Bible tells us when we die, every word out of our mouth got to be justified. Do y'all understand what that's saying? All this crazy stuff we doing and all that cussing and acting a fool. When you die on Judgment Day, you're going to have to justify all that to God. It tells you that in the Bible. So how free is our speech? Think about it. It comes with a cost. It ain't that free, if you ask me. There's a lot of people dead and gone just because somebody ain't like what came out of their mouth. It's a lot of rappers and entertainers that's dead because the so-called ops didn't like the rhymes that was coming out of their mouth. If somebody died in road rage because somebody ran down the window and cussed them out and the other person put out a gun and started shooting in their car. So you tell me that's not paying the cost? Speech is not free. Freedom of speech still comes with a cost. They will condemn you. They will crucify you for things that come out of your mouth. Look at all the people that was way up here. You remember when they loved it? Bill Cosby, Tiger Woods, P. Diddy. They had him up here. People will turn on you in a second. They will crucify you. If they did Jesus like that, what you think they're going to do to us? And we ain't the son of God. We just dust. What you think treatment we going to get? If they got mad at God because God wouldn't lie, Jesus would not lie and say, no, I'm not the son of God. They got mad at him because he wouldn't lie. What they'll do to me and you? Think about it. I told you tonight, I was going to really get in the kitchen. Because this is something to think about. They always say we have the freedom of speech. First Amendment. But all that comes with a cost. It ain't free. A lot of people that done lost their life. There's a lot of people dead and gone right now because of words that came out their mouth. And the most important, the Bible tell you, every word that come out of their mouth should be justified. And if them words, in the right words, you can't be condemned for, which means God will punish you not only for being a bad person, but all the bad and terrible things that you say out your mouth. I want everybody to let that marinate. See, everybody think, well, I own too much, do too much bad, but what do you say? Because we all have to work on that. I know I'm quick to pop off at the mouth. When I get upset and get in my feelings, my mouth sometimes like a machine gun. So I'm telling you, sitting in that chair, we know how it goes. A lot of times we let a lot of stuff come out of our mouth that we shouldn't. I'm first in line with my hand up. I know I do. We get it mad in our feelings and we be petty. But we got to be careful of the words that's coming out of our mouth. Because you can pay the ultimate cost when living life and when it's time to meet God. We have to be careful the game that we playing. Be careful what you say and how you treat people. The Bible tells you, you reap what you sow. If you don't know what reap what you sow means, it means what goes around comes around. The same negativity, the same hate that you put out in the universe is going to come back around like a boomerang and land right in your front door. That's why you don't wish evil, you don't wish death on nobody. Because the same people that you wishing that stuff on is going to come back to you. All you doing is digging your own hole and digging your own grave. I don't care how mad somebody makes you. Don't wish they die. You'll mess around and die before they will. Because the words that came out of your mouth. You have freedom of speech on earth, but you better watch what you say. It's a power in that tongue. Your tongue, you can talk your way in that hell. Did you know that? We can talk our way into burning forever. You don't believe me? Just keep walking around and say, I ain't no God. It ain't no Jesus. We just here and I don't care. I'm just living. Keep saying it. And see if one day you're going to have to answer to this. I guarantee it. One day you're going to have to answer to all that. I promise you. I'm willing to put my life on it. That's how much I believe. you're going to have to answer. I told you we're going deep tonight. Because when I think about freedom of speech, and you have the right to say what you want, yeah, that's true when you walk around on this earth. But then it ain't free because it comes with a cost. Because if you say the wrong thing, somebody can kill you. If you say the wrong thing, somebody will hurt you. Somebody will punch you dead in your mouth. Somebody will break your jaw for something that came out your mouth. You will have people jumping you and stumping you down to the ground because of stuff that done came out of your mouth. So I'm trying to figure out, how is it free? It's free because you ain't paying no money to open your mouth, I guess. But you still paying the cost. And the cost can be your life. That's what I'm telling all y'all and everybody that's watching. Be careful what you say. That freedom of speech, it comes with a price. I know it says free, freedom, but it comes with a price. Watch what you do and watch what you say. Because karma is real. That same negative energy that you always, I hate them. I hate them. I wish they would die. You talking your own death. You talking your own karma. I don't care what somebody did to you. Don't wish death on nobody. Don't wish no harm or evil to nobody. The Bible tells us to pray for our enemies. Not go kill them. Not cuss them out. Pray for them. You know why that's the most powerful thing? Because when you pray, that's your direct communication line with God. And if you ask God to touch that person and change him, that person might end up flipping and doing a 360, and that same person might end up being your best friend. That's how powerful God is. He can take a person from being evil to good in a second. He can cast out demons and everything else in a second if he wants to. That's why they tell you to pray for them. Beating them up and hurting them, you ain't doing that but messing your own self up. Now you just a bad person right along with them. You don't do an eye for an eye. It ain't evil for evil. Even though we know we get petty. People get us mad and we want to retaliate. I get it. You don't think I know? I am no angel. I ain't no saint. I get it. We all get to that point. But we got to start being a bigger person and looking at the bigger picture. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's something big on the line. It's something huge on the line. You know what you got on the line? Your soul. I want everybody that watching this podcast tonight, you're going to dig deep and think about it. Your soul is on the line. Every day that you live, your soul is still here. One day, your soul going to leave this earth. What's your destination going to be? Forget going viral. Forget being famous. Forget being rich. Where the heck you going to go when you die? Because earth is temporary. We're only here within the blink of an eye. Eternity, that's forever. So when you die, that's eternity. So what is going to be our home forever? The house you stand in, that ain't your house forever. Somebody can come in there and kill you, and you ain't living there no more. You cannot wake up and die in your bed. That ain't your house no more. That's not your forever home. Our forever home starts when you leave this earth and go through the process till you get to your judgment. While we right here arguing and fussing and fighting, debating with each other, Our soul is on the line. We around here playing. When your soul is on the line, we don't know if we're going to fly or we're going to fry. And we around here mad because somebody said something about my mama. So they talked about my kid. You don't know if you're going to heaven or hell or not. You worry about what some human beings saying their opinion. They call me ugly. So what? Somebody might think you look good. Y'all give human beings too much power with words. And God bless his soul, Charlie Kirk is a prime example. That man made you so mad that you want to go kill him because of the stuff that came out of his mouth, his opinions. That's the stupidest thing, man. And that's weak. Because that's the case, a lot of us would be dead. How many of y'all don't got in disagreements with your friends or whoever? Everybody ain't going to agree with everything. Should you be killed? Should you lose your life for that? So let's make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. So if you missed tonight's podcast, the topic was how free is our speech? Freedom of speech, First Amendment. I got the right to say what I want. But saying the wrong thing out your mouth will get you killed. Saying the wrong thing out your mouth will get you in prison. Saying the wrong thing out of your mouth at these people's job will get you fired. So how free is our speech? Think about it. So I told you, I'm going to feed your mind, body, and soul anytime you tune in. I don't come on here just to gossip. Tamika Couch, I see you. But this is real life. People dying every day because somebody don't like what they said. But they say we got the freedom of speech. That ain't free. You paying the cost. The cost is your life. That's not free. How's it free when people dying from stuff that they done said that somebody ain't like? Oh, they talked about me. They said this. They talked about my kid. They talked about my dead daddy. Now you want to kill them. They don't got you that mad where you want to take somebody life over words. If they trying to hurt you, that's one thing. If you're trying to defend yourself in self-defense, that's one thing. If you're trying to protect your family, your mama, your kids, that's one thing. But to let somebody get you that mad that you want to kill them over words is absurd. It's ludicrous. It don't make sense. If y'all just tune in, tonight's topic, we're talking about freedom of speech. How free is our speech when you can die for saying the wrong thing out your mouth? You could be at the wrong place and get slick out the mouth with the wrong person, and they'll get a gun and shoot you dead. But on top of that, even the Bible tells us every word that come out of your mouth shall be justified. And you can't be condemned by God. So even God can punish you for the things that come out of your mouth. See, social media got everybody popping off at the mouth and they trying to go viral. And they cussing and calling everybody names. And they don't put Charleston White and all these people. They let these people get famous. Do y'all realize what's happening before our eyes? All that negativity, they putting it on the high platform. And everybody's just eating it up like it's some steak and rice. Negativity always sells. Negativity always get people attention. Every time a rumor come out or something done happen to some celebrity, everybody Ooh, you heard about such and such? I think we got our own lives to worry about. I can't be worried about what's going on with them people. I got to save my own soul. We got our soul on the line. You worry about Young Thug. You worry about Beyonce. You worry about Jay-Z. They got their own soul to worry about. You better worry about your own soul. You praising these people and putting them on pedestals like they Jesus Christ. Social media got everybody, look at me, look at me, look at me. Saying anything out their mouth. I'm going to tell you, once again, what my mama and auntie and grandma them used to say, your mouth can be your ruin. You better watch what you say. Watch what you do. It will come back on you. So each day we wake up, be grateful, be thankful, and get closer to God. We all sinners, but I don't mean you have to die one. I'm not trying to die a sinner. Every day I'm trying to wake up and change and get closer to God. Because I know at the end of the day, I got to go meet the master. I don't care about all this stuff here. You think I care about all this? This is not eternity. This is not forever. No success I can reach here is going to determine what's going to happen when I die. I don't care if I get $1 trillion. You think that guarantees me a spot in heaven? If I die a sinner, I'm not going to heaven. So what does it matter? You wasting your time and energy and stuff that ain't going to save your soul. Can you imagine being on fire forever? Does that not scare you? Because it scares me. The thought of going to hell terrifies me. Who would want to go somewhere like that where you're going to suffer forever? So the only way we're going to get to heaven is we got to go in God's direction. We got to cut out a lot of this nonsense, man. The more I look at life, instead of people going left, I'm seeing right, everybody going left. Instead of going the right way, everybody's going left. And y'all gonna follow the devil into the lake of fire, which is hell. You're gonna fall right in the devil's trap and go to hell forever. Going left and going away from God. I ain't no preacher, but I was raised on certain things. Mom and them taught me about God and what's right and what's wrong. I hope this podcast touched somebody. I hope somebody around the world, when you watch this touch your soul. Because we're supposed to have freedom of speech, but it comes with a cost. Your mouth can be your demise. You can block a lot of blessings for the stuff that come out your mouth. You can cut your life short for the stuff that come out your lips. And the scariest part, you can talk yourself into hell for the things that came out of your mouth. For all the non-believers that walk around earth and say, I don't believe in God. It ain't no God. Y'all stupid. It doesn't exist. You're going to eat them words. The same words, you're going to eat it. The Bible tells you got to justify every word that come out of your mouth. Y'all better start thinking before you talking. Yes, we have freedom of speech on earth. They put it in the amendment. But it's a price to still be paid. You still will pay the cost saying the wrong thing to the wrong person. And playing with God, you will talk yourself into hell. I ain't no preacher, but I'm going to push love, positivity, and God first, because I ain't no fool. I might go by the entertainment name Foolish, but I'm far from a fool. I'm not dumb. I'm not ignorant. I know that's what that name means, but I'm far from a fool. That name is just a name, just to grab y'all attention. I'm far from a dummy. I ain't crazy enough to sit up here and want to sip going to hell. I ain't that crazy. I want to go relax. I want some wings, Lord. Let me go to paradise. Y'all can have that. So if it takes just being regular on earth, let me be regular on earth. I ain't got to be nothing special. Reward me with my wings. But I appreciate y'all, man. If y'all just tuning in, you can always go back and rewatch all my podcasts on YouTube. The YouTube channel is Reality Music Entertainment. Support the movement. I got new merchandise available. If y'all want the official Foolish Show merchandise, you want to buy a hat, hoodie, t-shirt, go to Teespring, teespring.com/reality creator. We got brand new inventory. I got a lot of new stuff coming, y'all. Just stay tuned. Keep supporting your boy. And I'm going to keep showing y'all love, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay safe. See y'all Friday night. No, excuse me. Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesday night, I will be